This isn't YouTube. I can swear within the first minute. So, last time you guys sailed the open sea for 7 days because I cut back your travel time because it seemed like people were getting bored. I know you weren't, but so you were on board the Poisonous Princess with the Captain Silas and the oh god, the eye, what were the Brass Eyes, and Gak Gak got along surprising to everyone really well with Kettle Whistle.
Yeah,
Lavic had some questions for the captain that may or may not have gotten answered. Nazarene was asking the all important questions of the fuckability of the crew.
Important plot stuff.
Yeah.
Put me in a box.
Osric was being a little emo.
This is true.
His friends tried to
This is
reach
true.
out to him, and he refused to cooperate. And by the end of your week traveling with the group, you had, if not allies, you had a group of people that don't want to kill you.
That's pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you disembarked off the ship and arrived at the town
port.
that surrounds the University of. Wait a minute, let me pull this fucking thing up. Wodengar Guild of Advanced Knowledge of Arcane and Divine Pursuits.
That's me.
Yeah, dude.
And-
So for that.
and you arrived, and you had your Furbolg friend disguised self, and you guys were kind of like, you don't have to, and you were trying to get a read on why he's disguising self. You weren't quite able to get a full ping on it, but you realized it may not be for the reasons you thought, and you arrived to the entrance after, half a day of travel, because you had to leave Johnny and Princess Magnolia behind. Yeah.
And we completely forgot that we did.
Yes. That's fine. I will continuously remind you throughout the rest of this campaign that the
I
horses
also-
you stole.
And learn that we live on a sweet island.
Oh yeah, you talked to the UNT. Nazarene talked to the UNT on the boat and was like, "Wait, what?" And the UNT was like, yeah. Doesn't everyone know this?" So
I'm not sure.
you've arrived.
Abby, just to give you a heads up, on your screen, the bottom thing says Forest of F word.
Oh.
I know about Twitch, but I don't know if you want to like, maybe scroll up a bit. Just
I also
just-
moved
it's a
it
thing.
so Kennedy's on top. Okay.
Gonna have to cut that one out of the screen.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Clip it.
All right.
Clip it.
Okay. So, you've arrived. What would you like to do? Hi, bye, babe.
Can you tell us what we see? Like, what do we see as we enter this place?
Well, so you've
Is it like a standalone building? Is it like a town?
So it's
I know
like-
we had to pass through a town.
So it's as you come up the path, you come to carved out of the mountain columns. And this wide kind of open, so you have columns carved from the mountain. And then you have this open space between the columns, and between the columns and the rest of what seems like the building, the inside of the mountain is a space where there are students in robes of various types, walking around, conversing, talking. Some students are enjoying the seeming last warm days of the season. sitting and discussing. A couple are just talking with what appears to be older figures that seem to be professors of some sort. And then past there's an archway, again, seemingly carved out of the mountain. And through there you can see a bronze statue. You can see a bronze statue that is, copper statue that seems to be a dragon. Posed, wings spread.
Okay. Is the dragon doing anything?
It's got, it's kind of, it looks like kind of a dog that's sitting, like, it's the only way I can describe it. You know how, like, the dogs sit, so it's like its legs are kind of, front legs are up, and it's very straight. Its neck is kind of bowed up and over as if peering at whatever passerbys are studying, and the wings are wide and spread out.
But, like, it's not breathing?
No.
Okay.
No. It is...
I'm not crazy, everyone.
It's a statue.
Yeah, Arshik just kind of, like, he looks around, he kind of, like, glances over at this statue, kind of just, like, glancing up at it for a second, kind of looks around, takes a deep breath in, and is just kind of like, alright, I really don't like it here. So let's get in, let's get out, let's do what I need to do, and we can get moving, go someplace else.
You have arrived a week or a little more before your dissertation.
Is there a perhaps a student pub someplace in the nearby area?
So you usually, Osric, you go back down into the town if you want a night out. Usually that's where students go. There is, like, dorms, and you do, as a student, you have your dorm room that you could stay at. It's been untouched for many years, you staying at Abandoned Creek. And there is, like, for visiting scholars, there is a tavern inside that, like, people could stay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So if I know this, I'm gonna turn around to the group and go, okay, well, there's about a week until I have to defend my thesis. At some point, I'm gonna need to talk to Dejor and get a few more notes down. I'm not sure. He kind of looks over at the 3 murder hobos and is like, you guys haven't done anything here that, like, you want to stay here, or you can stay in the town. Like, I'd rather stay with you guys, but wherever you guys want to stay. Kind of looking at Lavik and Nazarene and Zalia.
Unless you specifically want us to cause trouble. No.
He's like, no, that's fine. No need to cause. Well, he sits there.
I don't think
like,
cause trouble.
I don't think we should cause trouble, like, at all. I mean, if we're trying to get funding, and I don't know much about what that means entirely, like, I don't think causing trouble is something that you do to get more funding, you know?
You make a good point, Dejor. Well, so can they stay at the Visiting Scholars Tavern, or am I gonna have to eventually take them back down into the city?
No, they can stay there, or, it's not like with you, it's not like everyone's always in their dorms, so there are options.
Is there someone I know who is in charge around here, like a head of facilities, or like?
You do have the niggling feeling in the back of your head that you should probably check in with your advisor at some point.
Okay, well, I want to get these guys settled. Okay, so here's my thing. I want to get these guys settled, and I'm gonna go with Dejor, maybe Lavik, I'm gonna see which of the three chaps.
Criminals.
No, they're not criminals. Criminals are a harsh word, as I learned last time. Pirates are not necessarily criminals. I remembered something from my studies that pirates are not necessarily criminals. I'm gonna ask them which one of them thinks they're the most charismatic of the group.
Talia looks at Nazarene.
Hello?
My joke
I
to
don't
you.
know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
It ain't me for sure. It's those two.
Yeah. Well, Glavic and Nazarene, I'm gonna look because they've talked to people before, and I've seen Nazarene. Like, she seems very good with the ladies and the men. Like, you know,
Never know.
I might need that. I never know what to convince my professors.
I mean, I don't flirt with people much, but I definitely do know how to talk to people.
Well, I guess maybe we all could go to start off with. If you guys don't mind, you guys can come with me. I don't care.
I mean, I'll get bored probably if we don't, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know? Does my professor have office hours today?
You're at the tail end of the working day. It just, you know, the sun is starting to set. You guys got in rather late, and then you had to walk up to the mountain. But your professor, if not in his office, he should be, you know, around. Like, he's not going to leave. The professors stay here. This is their home.
Okay. I'm gonna go try to find my professor. If not in his office or
His.
I should probably know this. His
His-
office.
If you would like, I
If
can give
not-
you a quick little info dump on your professor.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay, so Balmir Quillhammer,
Can you spell the first name?
Almiir.
Quill Hammer. Awesome name. That's
Yep.
probably why I picked him.
Yeah. You know, he has written papers and books on the Sazukon Empire in, you know, the very, like, abstract, like, this is what this thing was. But more recently, he has started to focus on, you know, trade between dwarven guilds and the Mer Federation and, you know, various places that exports go. Just, you know, history, how it's all interconnected, that sort of thing. And then, so that's, you know, merging of those two things. They kind of stuck you with him because they're like, yeah, this fits.
Like, what do I know about his, like, age, temperament, that kind of stuff?
Okay, he is 184 years old.
What is it? What is that? Middle aged?
Yeah, yeah, late
Okay.
middle age.
Wait, middle age. Okay, I don't know about dwarves.
He's been doing it. He's been doing this for a while. Not as long as like the guild leader of the university, but certainly, you know, a while.
Okay. Like, what's his temperament? Right.
He, to his undergrad students, newcomers to the university, to the guild, he has a reputation of being harsh and perhaps a bit unfair, but all of his graduate students, his advisees, you guys know you go out with drinks for him. Like, when you're around, you go out with drinks for him. He's a great person to talk to get information. If you are incompetent, he has no time for you. If you are asking, you know, undergrads when they're like, but how long does the paper have to be? And then, like, the professor is like, as long as it needs to be, and they're like, but how long is that? He has no fucking time for that, and that is the moment where he gets the strict.
Yeah, so he gets the strict from, like, useless undergrad kids who are like, well, he won't tell me that I need to write 3.25 pages.
Yes.
Okay. And I have a decent relationship with him.
Yeah, he thinks.
I'm a bit weird, I assume.
Yeah, but he's like
I've never met
every
anyone who
one of
doesn't
my
think he's a bit
students is a bit weird in a different way. He has that understanding.
I'm going to go to. Is it professor? Is that his title?
Yeah, professor.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Professor Quillhammer's office. I'm gonna look around at the group, and particularly towards Deja and Gak, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, so we're gonna go see my old professor, or my advisor.
Do I have to
Uh,
hit him with my frying pan?
No, Gak. Now he's a very interesting guy, and is a great guy, but Gak, Deja, maybe you should like until you get like familiar with him, like maybe I and like Lavik and Nazarene should do the talking. He's nice, but like sometimes like if like you act kind of goofy or like ask silly questions, which not that you guys do that, but well he can get a bit testy.
Whatever you say, Ostrich. I'll follow you.
Okay, and he turns to Deja and is like, yeah, I'm sure he'll ask you some questions, Deja, but maybe like because you just don't know like some of this stuff because you live far away, so like you don't know some of the stuff that other people know around here, and he doesn't know that, so he might get a little testy. But he's a good guy.
I don't know.
Don't take it personally.
I don't know where Deja has gone, but
Oh, okay. Well, I will say that to Deja when Deja gets back.
yes.
So and he'll look at the three criminal posse and goes, oh, you guys can just be yourselves.
Nazarene will turn to Lavik and will like say, "Does he know we can hear him when he calls us criminals?"
Audrey can't hear them when they're talking. He's just like already up in
I think
his
he
head.
does.
At this point, doesn't make a difference.
I hired them for their very particular set of criminal skills.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna read my intrepid band of adventurers off to meet my professor.
Okay, so you do that. You go and you take your friends, and you can, Osric, you're pretty tuned in. You've got a slight, you're conscious
I don't know about that.
of other people especially when they're looking at you, and you have quite the posse built up behind you, and it's not just new people entering the guild that they are looking at. It's also you have not been here in a while. You have not been here in a long time, and so you feel the whispers kind of follow you throughout the school.
No, I don't like this. Osric does not like this one bit. Not one bit at all. Oh, Deja, I said to you that, my professor's a nice guy, but maybe because you don't know as much about, like, this part of the world and, like, the day-to-day things of this part of the world, maybe, don't ask questions.
Okay, alright.
If someone just sees anyone that's like kind of an undergrad whispering about, she's just gonna like glare at them as she passes by.
Okay. You make eye contact with a few undergrads, and they are kind of they are frightened.
Good.
I wonder how well it goes off with a bunch of people that are heavily armed.
Yeah. Osric is keeping his head down. Is like, good day. Good day, mate.
Yeah, we got fucking fear bomb. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, good day. Pleasure to meet you. Top of the morning.
You
Good day.
you hear a few like Ostrix back, like, and you.
Osric's just like very. Osric just like he's got his armor on that he like wore like very weird, but occasionally wore in Abandoned Creek. Kind of scuffed, kind of whatever, and he's got his cloak on the back, and he kind of just like throws the hood up, and it's like that kid at the first day of school who's like desperately
He's
trying
got the
to, like-
hoodie.
Yeah, he's got the hoodie up, and he's like, good day,
he's
good day.
like, "Get the strings."
Yeah, he's just like trying to avoid eye contact with everyone, and he's just kind of like, good day.
Meanwhile, the agent's just like, oh, hello there. Oh, hello. It's good
Which
day.
makes him pull the strings of the hoodie.
Margarine definitely makes like a V with her fingers and sticks her forked tongue out at people.
Oh no.
Oh no. A few like yeah, you managed to a couple of professors managed to see that Nazarene and they're
Oh yeah.
suitably clutching their pearls.
Oh dear God! Did you see what that dragonborn just did?
I will kind of just cock an eyebrow and be like, guessing it's been a while, dude. My
Little
brain's
Daisha.
fried.
Yeah, I haven't been back in a couple years. You know, maybe a few more than a couple. I quite liked Abandoned Creek and was quiet and away from the eyes of everyone. I'm not a big fan of big groups and people staring at me. Yeah.
It's something to get used to. Like, get used to, I should say.
So you,
Also, Nazarene, I don't know how well that's gonna go over with everyone.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't think that's normal. So I wouldn't do it around normal people. Besides, I don't think we're the most normal group. I mean, I'm very tall.
I mean, when you see a sea elf, or excuse me, a half elf, a dragonborn, and
A
Yeah.
dwarf, a kobold, a firbolg,
Tribble.
and
and a tiefling.
yeah, Tifa.
people are asking to be looked at.
Yeah.
Deja's just like full on, like clutching his pack,
No, Osric.
head over his hood up, and just like that
To be
kid just
fair,
like
Osbrick, you're the one that asked us to come with you, so
Gak and Ka told me I had to. I don't like this.
So you have come so it's like you have the entranceway, you know, in the Brand's Hall with it's kind of like a dome shape and it's got like you know, where the statue is and that's where like a bunch of the kids were staring and whispering and Osric, you are trying to avoid the more busy thoroughfares of the guild, so you are taking them like through side passages now that you're out of like the busier through side passages. It's a roundabout way to get to where you're going, but eventually you do hit the more learning side of things where like not like lecture hall spaces are, but where offices are.
Offices and seminar rooms.
Yeah, less social space, more work.
Yeah, Osric at this point will like take down the hood, and like I would assume Osric knows a lot of the ways to get in and out of in around without actually like going through the main areas. He's kind of like taking them like the back ways he used to go.
Yeah.
When he was here.
Dejor is finding it a little hard to get around, but yes.
Yeah, I have to like duck like almost like fully over. It's like I don't know if I'll fit if we keep going any shorter.
It's okay, Dejor. We're almost there.
Imagine he's like he accidentally hits his head on a few things like ow, sorry, ow,
Sorry.
God. Oh, there goes a few hairs.
Yeah, and I'll just keep heading towards the professor's room.
So you get
What
to
swallows do here at this time of year?
what was that, Krilla?
So what are swallows doing here at this time of year?
Here it starts.
Well, cool. I'm sorry,
No.
Lavik, are they
Focus.
African or are they Sazakuko or Yukuko
Sparrows.
sparrows?
Yukiko sparrows are non-migratory. Focus.
They should not be here. Okay. We probably should have watched that.
Okay. So, you guys, you get to, you know, where your department is Osdric, and you get to the door of Professor Quillhammer. And you're working yourself up to like knock on the door, and before you get a chance, the door opens, and a dwarf about Osdric's age steps out, and Osdric, you know this dwarf. This is Benbeck Brightmaster.
Sounds like a dick.
He is, if we had to put a word on it, your rival.
How do you spell it? Benbeck?
Benbek.
B-E-K, okay.
This dwarf is of a similar height to Osdric, but where Osdric is doing everything he can to blend in, this dwarf is dressed in the finest of leathers with like a maroon velvet vest, and he's got a beautiful like cloak on that kind of is like a midnight blue that like shimmers, looking like stars. He has
It's like some mental note. This guy.
He has a loot case in hand, and green eyes, thick red beard, elaborate braids, like super tiny, braided into one another, bows. It's a little shiny too. You think he's using some sort of product, and he goes,
Of course he is.
"Oh, Osdric, the prodigal son has returned. Are you here to see the professor?"
Yes, Benbeck. I'm just trying to see him before I have to defend my thesis.
Oh, yes, I heard you had to defend your thesis. That must be so scary. I, of course, have never had to defend my thesis.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you haven't. Yes, no, it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I found, I found a lot of new information, and it's gonna be great.
New
it's gonna be great.
information in that little nowhere village, really? I find that hard to believe. We all thought you were hiding out there.
Oh, no, I'm not hiding. I'm doing important work, that will further our knowledge of the Sasukuko Empire, of course.
Yes. What was that? That, trade? Yes.
Yes, no, you can't exist without trade, and if trade, and it's still still going on.
Can't exist without trade. He does a quick. Can't exist without music. Isn't that right, my love? And he kind of does he takes his tries to take Nazarine's hand and give her a kiss on the hand.
Who are you?
Nazarene accepts it, but is also kind of repulsed.
Oh!
As soon as Nalia sees this, she hit his hand away. Not touching my friend, thank you. She doesn't like very pompous people.
Oh, yes, my dear friend, Benbeck Brightmaster. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am studying to be one of the greatest bards in existence.
What did you say?
Slowly takes a step
What'd you
back.
say, Nazarene?
I said, a bard, you say?
Yes!
Ah,
Yes. And he holds up his loot case.
it's great to see that someone of a bard class seems to enjoy learning, becoming a learned person
Oh, of
with
course.
absolutely zero experience.
Yeah.
Audric has put back up the hood now at this point, is just trying to slink away.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sir,
basically.
but a friend here has someone to meet.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
of course. Osdric,
you
we are
going,
going out for drinks later. You must join us.
Oh
No.
yes, of course. Well, it depends. My friends they've traveled a long way with me, and they're probably very tired, and maybe some other time.
Oh, of course. And he gives you all a nod of his head, and he walks away, his coat swishing.
Nalia quietly whispers, I'd rather hang out with Osric than that fool. That
Have
asshole.
fun polishing that dull instrument of yours.
Azarine whispers back, "I'll kill this dude if Osric lets me."
I'd kill it even if Osric.
Don't worry. The boy's probably never seen a fight in his life.
Ooh,
Does that mean I
yeah.
can steal his fancy cloak?
Ooh, and
Yes,
Coke was
please.
very
It
fancy.
would probably be too easy for you, and it would probably just be boring in the end.
I think it's also too small for you.
Then I
I
can
think
steal all of his
dwarves
stuff.
have a shorter
And mine.
frame than normal people, so it might tear a bit, but I'm sure with a little bit of fixing.
Will you
it'll be
shut
fine.
the door or come in?
Apologies, sir.
Is Dickbag McDicky McDick God?
Yeah.
So I believe he walked away.
Benbeck's gone.
Terribly sorry, Professor. Come in, guys. Come in. You see, Osric has changed now at this point to being a little bit more confident. And he's like, "Oh, yes. Be right with you, Professor. Sorry, one moment. We have a large group coming in to see you."
Large.
Oh.
Seizure.
Ostric, is that you, my lad?
Oh, yes, Professor. It is great to see you again. You are looking as fine as ever.
Before you all, do you enter the
Yes, I motion for them to all come in, and then I
Yeah.
step in behind them and shut the door.
so
Yeah,
Yes,
Dej-
indeed.
you see a sorry, what Dejor?
Obviously he's gonna have to probably duck his head a bit so he doesn't fucking bump it, like, especially his horns on the fucking door frames. Like, sorry if I dent anything, you know.
Anyone else trying to say something? No. Before you, as you enter the room and as Osric shuts the door, you see a fairly large desk covered with, scrolls and quills of, various, like stubbiness, ink wells all along all the walls. There's one, wall that opens up and is a window, and you can kind of see more mountains off in the distance, and you're like, ooh, this guy actually gets to see, out of the, mountain. That's pretty impressive. And you see, just scrolls and books and tomes along every, flat surface. Bent backs, lots and lots of academic stuff in this room.
Hello, Professor. It's lovely to see you again. So I see Ben Beck was just here.
Yes, he was. Forgive me, Ostric, there. Need to just... And he's kind of got his head down in his hands, trying to recover a bit from the meeting he just had, you gathered. And he stands and he offers his hands, and before you all, you see a looks older dwarf, silver hair, his head is, balding, and his beard is braided, but it's not nearly as neat, as Benbeck's was, and in several places there seems to be ink, blotches in his beard. So, and he reaches out and gives you a firm handshake, Ostric.
Yeah, I give him a firm handshake back. Professor, it's lovely to see you. May I introduce? This is the group I have met in Abandoned Creek. This is Dejor. He's a furbog. This is Gak. He's my very best friend in the world. He's been helping me for the past few years in Abandoned Creek. This is 3 people I recently met in Valley de Moor. Good chaps. They are Lavic, Riley.
Removes a hat. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nazarene, and Zalia. We have another friend named Kalia, but she's not here right now.
And as Osdric is introducing you all, he's reaching out, giving handshakes, to whoever take it.
You shake his hand.
Apologies for all, I don't have enough chairs anyway. Osdric, do you want to talk now? Benbeck was my last appointment of the day, but I can always make time for you, or we can go out.
Do you just have a moment, Professor? I promise it'll just take a bit of time.
Oh yes, I can. And he kind of taps a teapot that's kind of been covered in paper. He takes it off. He taps the teapot, and you hear the sound of bubbling water within. Tea, anyone?
Ooh, I would love a spot of tea, Professor.
I would love some tea.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Right, and he kind of taps, however many times. So 3 times he taps, and teacups kind of appear.
No, just a quick question for you, Professor.
Of course.
I assume you have heard that I've been summoned here to the university?
Yes, not gonna lie, Osdric, I had them put it off as long as they could, but with no research being sent back, well, you understand, the board's, concern.
Oh, yes, quite so. Terribly sorry, Professor. Well, I have found a great deal of research here. And my friend here, Dejor, has filled me in. Did you know that Dejor did not even know that the Empire had fallen?
The Sazukon Empire.
Oh yes.
Oh.
He was unaware. His people are unaware that the Empire had even fallen. He has been a great fountain of information for me.
Interesting. Yes. You perhaps might want to talk to Morgan Mithramer about that. Osdric, as you well know, they, being from the Elven Kingdom, might have some enlightenment to shed on that information.
And Abby, who's Morgan Mithlander?
They are one of the people on the committee that is assessing your dissertation.
Professor or?
Yep, another professor.
Administration.
Professor.
Okay, professor. And an elf?
Yep.
Question mark?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I'll obviously be around, Professor, for the next week until my dissertation committee meets. My thesis committee meets.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. And I'll come see you again. I do always enjoy our conversations. And I'll be doing research. But is there any other suggestions you could give me as to? We did find some interesting. You probably are unaware. I was a long way away, but Abandoned Creek.
Yes.
Was in a spot of trouble.
Terribly sorry to hear about that.
Oh yes, don't worry. My friends here and I dealt with the bandits, but they were excavating the mine there, and they well, first of all, they're really mean, Professor. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with bandits, but they're just a bunch of wankers.
Yes.
And they were excavating, and they had found this old study, arcane sanctuary, underneath the mine, and we found some important information from that probably dates, I believe, to before the fall of the Empire.
Well, that certainly new information. Is it connected to your thesis? Of course, Osdric, I live for my students researching and finding new information and new topics to be excited about. And he gets very serious here and a little, like, it's disarming.
No, he's gonna scold me.
He's like, but you have been, I understand the research phase is the best and most fun phase, but have you written anything? Come to...
Define writing stuff, Professor. I've written many things.
Right. Yes. How many words of your 18,000 word thesis have you...
You always said, Professor, it wasn't about words.
Yes,
it's more about getting your point across.
Indeed. However, if you do not meet in this one scenario your 18,000 word count, you have wonderful ideas, Osdric. You just need to commit to them.
But you can't commit to it till you have the full picture.
That's what rewriting is for.
Well, yes, but wouldn't that be a waste of time if I just started writing and then I found this new information? I'd have to rewrite it all again.
Yes, that is why the program is 5 years long. The 5 years are not just 5 years of research.
How many years have I been in the program?
3.
Professor, it doesn't take that long to write once you have the research, I assume, so I can still have like another year, a year and a half left to study, right?
Osdric, get a little bit better defense before you go before the board.
Okay. Professor, question for you. The new information we found. It's quite it's mundane, but it's something I wish to look further into. Do you know of any professors here who might be experts on the last empress of the Sasukuko Empire?
Twitch, I prepared everything. Did I prepare that?
No.
Oh.
You can always just tell me go look in books, you dipshit.
I believe in you, Abby.
Well...
Random name generator. Perhaps, Professor, I will go research a bit more.
Yes.
Perhaps I will go research a bit more in the archives before trying to find someone who I can get more information from. Perhaps that's the best knowledge.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would not want to hold you up from your drinks with Ben Beck.
No, Osdric. No, I can anytime. Anytime.
Osdric just gives him a pitying look and is like, "Sorry, Professor, but I'm not going."
It's a bunch of undergrads who want to shine their nose on my asses and Ben Beck.
Oh, Professor, you mold those fine young undergrads into someone as good as me.
Go clear out the dust from your dorm, Osdric.
I was thinking, because my friends are all here. I was thinking we might go stay at the tavern instead.
Ah, indeed. Fair enough.
Well, Professor, I'm sure that I will see you over the next few days. I do hope we can catch up.
Great. I have my office hours. If you need to meet me any other time, just leave a note.
I can cast message too. Just come in his head and be like, "Hey, can I come meet you?" I feel like this is something Aja could do from the library. Be like, "Hey, Professor, I need to talk to you." Okay. Well, Professor, it was like I said, it was lovely meeting you, and we shall get out of your hair. I know it is the end of your day.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. Very hope to perhaps have drinks with you all at some point.
course.
Of course, Professor. Perhaps tomorrow when you're not so busy.
Of course.
And I will step out of the room and motion for my gang of merry adventurers to follow.
I take I finish sort of the last cup, like the last little sip of cup of tea, so, like slurp it down, so very gently put it on, and like, thank you very much for the tea there.
Mm-hmm. And he's
No,
like organizing papers. He's done. So.
Yeah. See ya. Bye. Fuck. Go.
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 When we're back out in the hall, I'll turn to them all and be like, and it's kind of like, you'll see Ostrich, like, he kind of like puffed up a bit when he went into the professor's office, like, summoned all his willpower to kind of be like how he was, and is now just like,
I'm confident in them.
Yeah, you were good.
Drink?
Wow, Ostrich, that's a whole new side of you. Never seen before.
Yeah.
That's very tough, Gak. I agree with Zalia. Drinks, anyone?
Let's not drink, you gotta prepare for your, you can't go in there without
Just one drink.
Well,
Not
whenever
bad.
Dangerous says no
So-
drink, we go get drink.
Wait.
I drink German.
Sorry, what was that? Zalia, what was that?
Oh, Zalia.
It's just one drink. It's
Just
gonna
one
be
drink.
fine.
Well, hey, one drink can turn into many from what I've seen, so I'll keep an eye.
She's just danger. No, she'll be fine.
It just says danger. In the college, you don't drink. The drinks drink you, Deja. Now come on.
Well,
Exact.
not drinking, but
Okay, you can be the designated ride home.
there's someone I
Yeah.
may want to co-visit, I guess. Their elvish professor.
We can visit tomorrow, Deja. Tonight, we party.
We drink.
I'm not partying.
You'll be looking over us.
Oh no!
And
Don't say fire on this.
you'll be looking over us.
Yeah, come on,
Maybe
just
there's-
come with us. We promise we won't get drunk.
As, please, for the love of God, don't get in trouble.
Oh boy, I don't.
Deja, you're the only one out of us, who's got a good head on his shoulders. So you need to take responsibility and come with us.
She's just gonna sigh heavily, just like, fine. We can go together tomorrow.
Today.
No,
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah.
tomorrow to the professor. Today
Okay.
for drinking.
Okay.
We're not gonna drink all day, You can have a drink, and I'll
But we
cut
will all
you.
night.
Yes, all night.
I will-
It is already nighttime. To the bar.
Right.
Oh,
That's fucking
So,
or I-
Oshik will go up to the front and motion for Zalia to follow him.
sure.
alcoholics, fucking hell.
Chloe is like, this takes me back when I was in high school.
Up
Or
you
the
go.
equivalent of
Yo
it.
ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
so you lead them to
He-
where?
Oh wait, can I say one thing first,
Yeah.
real quick, Ab?
Yep.
Deja will. I'm sorry. Oshik will turn to Zalia and go like, "You drank in high school?"
I wasn't the best. Well, I did get average grades, but I wasn't the best student when it comes to rules. Not. Yes, I drank sometimes. Had to convince a few friends a few times.
Oshik is kind of just looking at him, he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And he just got now he's got a little bit of a skip in his step again. He's like, drink. Wait, is this the one Ben Beck's gonna be at?
No, you got the idea that Ben Beck was actually going out for drinks.
Okay.
So you So you take them to the tavern. You take them to the Sanguine Scholar. And,
Ooh, I like it.
and this is, you know, it's, you're in, you know, there's, like, the great, like, the mess hall where everyone eats, and, like, that's there. And then, like, you know, and that's, like, included in tuition, and, like, you can get food there, like, whenever. It's where most, you know, of the students eat. And then the tavern is, like, you know, if you want to go out for, like, not too nice, like, you don't want to leave and go to the, town below, but if you want to just, you know, or there's visitors stay there. And it's, so you guys are in this kind of, it's almost like a cavern, and there are, like, separate buildings made out of wood in this, like, cavern. So it's like a small little town in this open part of the mountain.
So is this like sorry, I'm just trying to get a layout. So if, like, you walk into the cavern, there's, like, the school, and this is, like, off to the side in that same cavern, but, like, a separate building from the school?
So it's not like a building.
Okay.
It is, like, and it's not in the same, like, it's all been carved, built, dug out of the mountain.
Okay.
And, like, certain aspects of the school have been built into the mountain, especially, like, the professor offices and lecture halls and things like that. But this all appears to be much more, like, it's, like, kind of cave-like, very big, very spacious, like, the ceiling goes up and up and up and up. And there are, like, have you ever been to, well, not been to, but you know, like, the arcade in Dublin, where it's, like, that kind of stuff, where it's, like, covered, but there are, like, separate buildings.
Okay, yeah.
In an area. Okay. So it's that kind of feel. So you go to the Sanguine Scholar, and it's you know, it's pretty rowdy in there, not lads rowdy, but, like, you know, there's a good murmur of heated discussion in some areas, but it's, you listen in on this discussion, it's like, you absolute fool, evocation is a much better pursuit of study, and someone else is going, no, it's abjuration, and that is the kind of rowdy discussion going on.
And Nadia goes, what about illusion?
Aha! You hear this, like, random, yeah, exactly.
Oshrik just kind of, like, probably the first smile you've really seen him crack since you guys walked in, like, just, like, cracks a smile when Zalia does this.
Oh dear.
It's gonna be an interesting night.
Yeah, no, this is oh, let's get this over with.
So there's...
Hey, Osric.
Nazarene says, Osric.
Yes.
Are all schools like this? I don't know, I never been to one.
Yeah, you know, like, it depends, but, like, this is one of the premier schools, but, like, yeah, no, they're all like this from what I've seen. There's a lot of fun. Like, it's not all just study. There's a lot of fun to be had.
Like drinking.
Yeah,
And
there was no better place I have ever found for drinking.
Nazarene nods, absorbing this knowledge.
Yeah.
Absolutely golden words.
Also, there are a lot of, like, you know, there are a lot of people who, like, need to blow off some steam, have some fun, like, all that. So, you know, yeah, it might be a good place for you, Nazarene. But just be careful, you know, because you're my friend and I care about you. Sometimes, like, the parties can get a little hectic and a little crazy, you know.
You absolute dollop head! dead! You hear from one corner.
Azarine turns back to Osdrig. Yeah, I literally spent the majority of my life on a boat with bards and actors. I'm pretty sure I can handle a couple of scholars.
Oshik just like smiles a bit. Is like, okay, sure.
Many Stephen.
Many have made that statement before, but that's fair. But best of luck to you.
Think, like, Nazarene, think about like the horniest bard you've ever met. Now apply it times several. That's where we are right now. Sometimes. Other times they're just troublemakers. Other times they're like people who actually give a shit.
Oh dear. I don't know how well I'll do in this environment. I'm not the most
That is, you're fine.
I'm not the most academic of people, and I'm more of a, more of a vibey person. I'm more of a chill.
Abby, can I look around and see if I can see any I think you know what I'm referring to, vibey people?
Oh, you're
As
yes,
Oshik would understand. Like,
yes.
the beatniks.
Yeah.
The beatniks is what I'm looking for.
Oh, you're looking for the philosophy students, are you?
Yes, I'm looking for the philosophy students. There's going to be philosophy students, perhaps in a crowd of smoke someplace.
I was just about to say, yeah, you see a thick cloud of smoke in a back corner, and it's like most other. This tavern is very eclectic. You have, you know, the bar with like a bunch of different drinks in the back, and there's 2 or 3, you know, bartenders running around, and then
Undergrads?
you see like, you know, booths where like a bunch of undergrads are pooled in, and they're all kind of like, they're all trying to get like into the conversation, so they're all like really scrunched together and like trying to make sure nobody like, well, they're not left out of the conversation, because if they're left out of the conversation, it's not going to be good. Everything will fall apart. Their new friends will never listen to them again.
That is very true.
And then you see more like, you know, you'll see a couple of, you know, a couple of dwarves, you know, sitting at like just a table talking. There's an elf in a corner that's eating a meal, and that's like the bar area. And then there's like, you know, there's a dartboard, and there's like other, like, you know, there seems to be a card game going on at a table, and these seem to be like older professors. This is where they're hanging out. And then there's like a shift in the room, and it's almost like it's a aesthetic clash, and you don't quite know where like the person who designed this tavern got the idea, because the next part is very like, there are like flowy curtains almost like separating it off, and there are these like cushioned, like semicircular booths, but they're like cushioned, and the cushions appear from a distance to be velvet, and there are just like vibey students just like lounging, and it's very clearly lounging, and there is this, you know, this central big,
That's hookah they're smoking.
yeah.
I'm gonna Oshik's gonna go, Deju, my friend, come with me. I think I found some people for you, some vibey types.
I don't know what that word means.
It's kind of like you, kind of like a nice and laid back kind of people, you know. They just like to like exist, Deju. They just like to exist.
I don't know if I
grab Deju's hand and I walk over to the philosophy student.
I reach down and it's like,
Well,
fuck it. It's like, I'm sorry, I have to go, I guess.
And Oshik's gonna look behind him, grab drinks and find a table.
Will do.
Fucking sober one away.
Drinks and anyone up for darts?
Oh no.
Abby, do they have a snooker table?
Do they?
So, are you talking?
Pool.
Yes.
Well, you went to school in Britain. I thought you'd know what snooker is.
No, it's billiards.
No, in the UK it's. But either way, I take Deja over to the philosophy students.
You kind of
We
part.
did it. You studied abroad.
You part open the curtains, and they kind of like shift to look at you. Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi.
You see a few elves, a couple dwarves, a lot of halflings. Sorry. You know.
Of course, halflings being the degenerates of the D&D world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. I hope you all vibing.
Oh yeah, we're vibing,
this-
man. We're vibing. Yeah, it's a good vibe. Good vibes. Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of go
yeah,
throughout
man.
the
Yeah,
room.
man. That's that's really great, man. This is my friend. Though we don't like to put labels on it. He's my friend Dejor.
Oh.
And he's a foreign exchange student from the
Oh.
Elvish Empire, Elvish Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Do you mind? He's not really into drinking. He's more of a
Oh.
viber, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. We got space for him.
Oh, that's great,
someone
man.
goes,
Thanks so much. Like,
Someone goes, "That's not an elf."
no, it's not, man. But come on, don't kill the vibe.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pushes Deja towards him. He kind of pushes Deja towards him. It's like, Deja, just like sit here. You can watch us over here. Just vibe, man. Just vibe.
I actually
these are
have
your
a
types of
couple
people.
questions for you. Yeah, me too. A couple halflings move out of the way and give space for Dejor.
Danger
Just kind of pushes Deja towards him and just kind of like sets the head out back past the curtain.
Yeah.
Danger sits down, but like he sits down extremely stiffly with like his tail wrapping around his leg, and he's just like, "Oh no, I don't know what to do."
No. I gotta.
Very terribly or very awesomely.
So
So
that's
much smoke coming from them.
So that's what Dejor's doing. Lavik, Nazarene, and Zalia, what are you doing?
Nazarene's gonna post up at the bar, whip out her lute, and start playing a bardcore version of Jolene by Dolly Parton.
Immediately. We're talking like Sweet Caroline in a Boston bar. Everyone starts joining in singing with you.
Oh no.
Hell yeah!
I would immediately try to go and collect every single dart I can find.
You're missing a couple. It's strange. It doesn't seem to be a complete set.
Why does this always happen?
Yeah.
So I put out my arrows. Makeshift darts.
Ah. Dots.
Huh?
Darts, arrows, same thing. Thrown.
Are you looking for someone to play against, Curlo?
Yeah, I'm just like laughing is just like putting that out there. It's like anyone.
Yeah.
Zali's like pulling out the arrows for the extra missing darts already. Sure.
Nazarene, make a performance check for me, and then, Lavik, a, older female dwarf, kind of, she walks up to you. She's got a bit of her swagger in her step. Her, like, robes that define that she's an academic are a little disheveled, but she's still wearing them, and her beard is, like, very, it's like very floofy but like much shorter than the male dwarves' beards that you've seen. And she goes, "Right, I'll play you for darts."
Oh, great.
Okay.
It was a dirty 20 for me.
What was that? A dirty 20? Yeah.
Yeah.
You despite even these people being drunk, they're like, "This is really good. Yeah. And
Jolene.
you make from tips, you make 36 silver.
Hell yeah!
I need to be a bot in the campaign so won't be broke.
I don't get it. You're not even a wizard. Like, what's your excuse?
I'm generous to my friends.
Oh, it's strange.
Wizard Henny.
You're Blizzard Harry.
So, are you trying to Is this a friendly competition you're trying to do, Lavik? Are you trying to earn money?
Yeah, I'll do friendly for now. I won't purposely try to. Oh no, you can even do that because darts are removed. But yeah, I'll just do friendly for now.
Okay, so let's do 2 dex checks.
Oh, no.
So
With
just
his
general
20
dex.
decks.
Yeah, just
15.
yeah. She got a 7. So she lets you go first. You know, she's being very generous. Away team advantage. And you pull back the dart. And you've played like bars before. You know. In fact, your friends found you. Well, that was shooting.
Yes,
But
shooting a whole lot of.
yeah. So you aim and you curse yourself. It's not a bullseye, but she goes up and she takes aim. She throws it and it like right at like the edge of the dartboard. Like it's still on the dartboard but not like very close, and she starts like cursing.
The luck next time, I guess.
And she goes and sits back down with her friends.
Lavik never plays with me.
No.
Everyone I play starts.
Is anyone going to try to book a room for themselves, or?
Well, I was gonna say, am I back from getting Deja settled in
Yeah,
with his
yeah.
new friends?
Yep.
I would
Okay.
not.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna. Do I know? Is there a tavern keep? Do I just talk to the bartenders? What do I do
You can talk
to
to
book
the
rooms for people?
bartender, and they'll get the owner who can talk to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to one of the bartenders, who I assume is a hairy-looking undergrad student.
Yeah, it's a grad student. This one.
Oh, it's a grad student.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. One moment.
Ma'am?
I'll get to you when I get to you.
Oh, she just kind of sits there because doesn't want to walk the boat.
Passing
wanna
out
be
drinks.
Karen.
Passing out drinks. Making a few really fancy drinks. Comes back over. Yeah, how can I help?
Is the owner around? I have some visiting scholars who need rooms.
I would.
Ellie! Ellie! Someone comes out from behind in the
I
back.
could have screamed.
You want to tell me how to do my job?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And goes back and goes start.
Excuse me, can I have a drink too? Actually, can I start a tab?
Oh no.
I'm
Yeah.
a student here. Can I start a tab?
Student ID.
I have my student ID, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I show him my student ID.
He takes note of the number. Alright, what can I get you?
Yeah, I'll take around. Actually, I'll take a. Do they get like scotch? They get something nice, like a nice whiskey or something.
Yeah, you see the whiskey's lining up against the wall.
Yes. Can I have that Oban 18-year-old distiller's edition, please?
Do you
Oh
want
no.
the whole bottle?
Yes. He points to his friends over there. It's like, we're gonna need the whole bottle.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
Look, anything you break, it comes out of your tab.
Of course. Yeah. No problem.
Cool. Puts the Oban, puts 6 glasses in front of you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I'll just wait for the owner. Thanks.
Yep. Out from behind the curtain comes a stereotypical human tavern keep.
Is she polishing a glass?
Nah, she's just got her skirt, her hair
Okay.
down. Comes. Yeah, how can I help?
Hello. Good evening, ma'am. I have a group of visiting scholars. 1, 2, 5 of them who need a room.
Right.
Rooms.
Where are they from?
No, six total. Sorry.
Where are they from?
They're from.
Shit.
Talia
Can I-
steps in almost from the shadows, the Bakugan Empire.
Ah, yes, of course, right. No, so no, not the short rooms, I'm guessing.
No.
Okay, yep. Can do that for you.
Yeah,
6, you
pressure
said?
Talia thinks
Also, if you
starts
have
heading back.
if you have like a room that's got like a really big bed, and kind of points over the Deja through the curtains, is like, I have a big friend.
He's still standing there awkwardly. It should just be like, yeah.
You have like
Yo.
there's like a couple of like, halflings kind of crowding around, like asking questions. Like, you know, they're scholars. They're high scholars, but they're scholars.
Scholars, but they're still scholars.
So,
Cute.
yep. Alright, I can do that. It's gonna be how many rooms do you want?
I'm just gonna assume someone will bunk with him, so 3 rooms.
Oh, yeah. 2 silver a room, 6 silver.
Can we put it on my tab and I pay when they check out? I'm not sure how long they're gonna be here for.
Yeah, we can do that.
Tate's just like,
Right.
you has zero money. I'm sorry, Ashik has zero money right now to pay for shit.
Okay. She
No, don't worry. I'm not gonna stiff the. Probably not gonna stiff her.
she takes 3 keys, puts them down, tells you how to get to them, reminds you that there is no breakfast at the tavern. Dinner is, you know, whatever available from the bar.
Is dinner included in the room charge, or they have to buy dinner too
No,
from the
dinner's
thing?
included, yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's a discount on dinner.
Okay, this is discount. Cool. He kind of nods, tips his imaginary cap, and heads back to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go to Deja now?
Yeah, I think
So,
why like
Yo, man.
so you're from the Elven Kingdoms, right?
yeah, that sort of continent. Yes.
Yeah. And there's an elf over. You a furbolg?
No.
No. My
Ew.
family does some trading with some of the clans.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Am I that? Is that's not a cow? Nah, man, it's your imagination playing tricks
No,
against you. I told you. You gotta
have
take
you
a
heard-
break.
Have you heard anything? You're an elf. Have you heard anything about stuff going on up north?
I've been here for 10 years. I'm on my study abroad.
Ah, I see.
You're abroad, it seems.
Study abroad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, has anyone you and our family heard anything about anything happen up north? Or
Nah, but Professor
Morgan?
Mithramer, they go back home once a year. They might know something.
Oh, right. Thank you. You're just fucking laughing awkwardly. Just like, Isaac, why?
Audric, after he's done at the bar, is gonna circle back around and be like, Deja, man, nice to see you. Come on, sorry guys, I gotta take my friend here back. You know.
Oh, no, nice to meet you, Deja. Yeah, it was fun hanging out with you, Deja. Come back, Deja.
Yeah. Deja gets up. Very awkward. His tail still wrapped around his leg, and he fought like tail like
The
between his
two-
legs, fucking, and he goes.
The 2 halflings that were on either side of you kind of like slouch, and their shoulders and heads meet.
Of course they do. No, the
Audric.
support has been taken away.
Yeah.
Audric is just kind of like bubbles to himself. philosophy students giving this institution a bad name. Now, let's go do it the good old-fashioned way, Deja.
What's good old? No. I
No
don't
drugs,
know.
Deja. Pure alcohol. And you see him
I
carrying the
might-
bottle of like super
Oh, yeah,
expensive
ready,
whiskey
okay.
under his
Can I grab it and like hold it up in the air?
No! Mine! My baby! This is gonna set me back so much!
Right. Is there anything specific you guys want to do, or do we just want to say that you like?
Everyone
Uh,
thinks.
Yeah, I want to just say one thing real quick.
Okay.
So go back to them. I'm like, Deja, put down the whiskey.
Are you gonna drink responsibly?
I will
So
drink
he's gonna try to
responsibly.
steal the whiskey.
I give no credit. I give no comment on the rest of these
Hey,
ne'er
should I look everyone else and cock an eyebrow?
Oh,
Are
he's
you
trying
all-
to steal it already.
I'm
Make-
7'8" and I'm holding
make-
it above me.
Now make contested dex checks.
Shit.
Exactly.
Can I
Entertain
Like the
me.
moment they-
Entertain me.
16.
just one? Not 18. Fuck you.
Damn.
19.
Yeah. Zalia, it's a little hard when you're having to balance on top of a chair to try to reach the bottle. By the
Can I
way,
not just fucking climb Danger's back?
it's
Just
still
leaving.
hard to hold on. You're holding on mostly, and he's got like his arm out. You guys are doing this. You're not. Nobody's turning their head. They're like, oh,
Of course
yeah.
not.
No.
Are you gonna drink responsibly? I don't want, nobody to get sick or to get,
Nazareth.
Danger,
Nazarene,
you're already
Nazarene.
here. You're the responsible.
Just
You'll
lie to
drink-
Danger and tell him you're gonna drink responsibly. He won't know the difference.
Yes, of course.
Wow.
Drink responsibly.
Oh yeah. Deja, it's
What
fine.
is it?
We're going to be
Fucking drink.
really responsible. We're here for an academic mission. Osric wants to write his thesis. We're not gonna go
Very-
buck
we are
wild
very
tonight.
important to our thesis, as Osric would say.
And it's totally fine. You can trust
Sometimes
me.
the
You can
greatest
trust me.
ideas come from drinking.
So you're just gonna hand the fucking ball of scotch to Lavic.
Sure.
Ah,
Sure, give it to the pirate, because they never get drunk.
you've made a wise decision. We'll start drinking straight from the bottle.
So he's gonna
walk away
do
with it.
No. He's gonna go after no, you fucking give it.
Let's go find a table.
What did you want to say, Osric? You came here with a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, we came here with a purpose. It's fine. Fine. No problem.
I gave Lavic your bottle and he stole it.
He didn't steal it. He didn't steal it. He's just
No.
taking it to a table.
He's just taking it to a table. Archer grabs the grasses and follows after him.
Okay. So you guys head to the table.
Yes, and all I'll say is that we drink the entire bottle in front of Deja. To be fair,
Not that
it's a
bad.
bottle-
Like you're
yeah,
not.
it's
Yeah.
a bottle of whiskey amongst 5 people. Like, we're drunk. We're not smashed.
No.
None of
You
you
know.
are getting healing hands from me.
Now, I'll tell you, Deja, that was a great bottle.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume we're like stumbling up to the room at the end of the night, and I'm like, Deja,
Right.
you're a good friend. I like you.
Nazarene is drunkenly playing shots on her lute. Or her making shots.
Deja's gonna pick up with one hand. Who looks like they're not gonna be able to make it up the stairs?
I will.
Based
I will pick
on
up one.
Constitution,
Yeah.
Nazarene.
Yeah.
Nope. Lavic actually has the worst Constitution here.
I-
Natural 17.
Yeah, but
I
you
rolled
have a.
2.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Plus 0.
None of your friends are
Plus
getting
3?
up these stairs.
I rolled
Archer, cut
I'm
this.
just laying on the ground.
You're like,
I rolled a 4, so I'm just kind of on the ground playing my lute.
Lavic is the only one who can move.
well, wait a minute. Gak rolled.
3 to con.
Gak rolled a 14.
I pick up, of course, Nazarene off the ground, put him one on one shoulder, and with the other hand, I go to grab Osric. I take them up the stairs. I put them at the top, push them so I go forward, and then I go back for everyone else and just help them up the stairs, because God forbid people can walk.
I would say before he could even come back down, Lavik would have already stumbled his way over into the cloud of fog that is the.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Ah, hey, man. No, brother, you don't want it. No, don't mix the, no, you don't want to mix the two. It's
Wait.
not gonna feel
We all
good.
get crossfaded.
Trust
One,
me,
two,
is a
three, 4,
great time.
1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Oh shoot. Where's Can I could probably find
Zalia, I
you know.
can imagine Zalia, like, probably went to the bar to give the grad another drink. Even though she's already drunk.
I
This
go
is-
grab.
Every
Lavik.
undergrad outing I've ever had.
Yep.
You've
When
had
you-
the runner,
that's
the
what
person
bad.
who keeps
You
drinking.
go in hardcore right from the beginning, that you don't have to be the designated sober one, because it fucking sucks.
It sucks.
I go grab Lavik. I throw him over my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
And
find
then-
him inside the smoke?
Yes. They see the Firbolg and they go, your friend in the hat, he's over here. You gotta help him, man. Yeah, he's
Oh,
not gonna do so well.
He's
Yeah,
crossfaded.
He's cross-pollinating.
All I'll say right now, this is all Lavik looks like right now, just screwed out on the pillows.
Wait a minute. What?
You done, man?
And I don't think that's a smart idea. I'm just gonna, and he just very politely grabs you from underneath, throws you over his shoulder, and is like, alright, I see what it is this is gonna be from now on. And I go and I grab before Nazarene can, like, I go find Nazarene. I go find Nazarene.
He's on the floor.
I mean,
Wherever you drop me off,
Zalia.
As soon as, like, even Zalia in the drunk knows that Deja will pick her up, but she's just gonna, like, just glare at him. Go, don't pick me up. Just,
Are you gonna come with me willingly?
yes. Slowly,
Sorry.
very slowly, but yes.
Okay. You need help up the stairs?
Tiny bit. Don't carry me. I'm not the second potatoes.
Yeah. I just want to make sure people can go up the stairs. I don't want anything. I can heal people, but you know, going upstairs can be very dangerous, especially when you're like this guy. It's just gonna
I know. But I've done with this before.
Yeah, no, I trust you, so I'm just gonna take him upstairs and put him to bed and.
Right.
I've been in your position, Deja. I know how shit is.
Yeah, Deja's gonna take Lavik up and, you know,
I
find the rest
got
of
all 3 of the keys.
Osric,
Where's the
Osric,
keys?
where are the keys? In my pocket. Which pocket?
Keys. I don't remember the keys.
I don't get any keys.
Where's who has the keys?
Asha goes, I got this, Deja. And he kind of like stumbles over. It's like he's just like standing there, like staring at it, because he's like sizing up the keyhole, and he's like that, like what you do when you're drunk. You're just like, I got this. Missed. Missed again.
Nazarene is playing the beginning of dueling banjos. Just
No.
And finally, on like the 5th or 6th try, he gets it in the keyhole, and he turns it.
Okay.
Alright. I put Lavik in this bed, and before he goes to bed, can I use my healing hands, like 5 points, to fucking make Lavik just not, like, high and
It's-
drunk?
It's like, so it'll be like him taking an ibuprofen before bed. He's not going to be
I-
as hangover tomorrow. He's still drunk. It's not like a greater restoration. But
Yeah. Because, like, with it, you spend 5 healing hand points to cure a disease.
Oh,
So,
then
A disease, technically.
well,
Looks
okay.
like we've been drunk, goddammit.
I Deja tucks him to bed, make sure he's all nice and comfy, and then sort of, like, putting a hand on your forehead. It's like,
He's still gonna manage somehow on the floor.
yeah.
put a hand on your forehead. Go, rest easy, little one.
Yo.
May your dreams. And I healing hands him for 5 HP.
Yep.
So it feels better. And I do the same for everyone else.
Okay.
I assume drunk Nazarene will try to find someone.
Or.
No, I rolled a 4 for that constitution check, so I'm just stationary.
I
Oh,
pick,
hallelujah! We don't have to worry about Nazarene doing anything tonight.
I pick her up, I tuck her into bed, same way Lavik, and then healing hands for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything anyone wants to do tonight?
I don't
We're
think
all
I
pissed
can do
drunk.
anything.
Even if any of you had any prophetic dreams tonight, you wouldn't remember them. So don't worry about it.
Oh no, I probably had many dreams.
So
I rest.
you all wake up. It is a new day. None of you really have headaches. Your stomachs are still upset and stuff. But, thanks to Dejor's healing hands, you're pretty good. You are 7 days to your dissertation defense.
How am I still
Okay.
stoned?
You hit you differently, man.
White girl wasted on that brown liquor.
So
Oh my
I
god! Nobody appreciates you, but we love you so much. Your hair's so pretty.
I assume I can have breakfast in the morning.
I probably am
Oh,
up first because
This
what I
tavern
have.
just doesn't do breakfast, but you guys can go across to the mess hall, and the others will have to pay like a copper or two, but they can still get breakfast.
Oh, okay. Once everyone's up, which I assume is later in the morning,
Yeah.
I
Stop.
Is everyone okay?
yeah. Yeah. Deja was like,
Dejor?
I need. Sorry, Arshik's like, I just need to go get some biscuits and gravy from the thing and some mac and cheese, and I'll be fine.
Right.
I hope that was fun for you all because it was not for me.
And that's why, Deja, you're not supposed to be the designated sober.
Yeah, you're supposed to let everyone. You're supposed to get drunk with us, Deja.
Well, I don't like liquor. I don't like what it does to
Don't push
people.
your friends to drink, kids.
Yeah!
Don't push the 18-year-old American to quote play getting pissed drunk.
Yeah, let's head over, and you'll see as he pulls up a to-go bit of parchment from the stoners. Is like, good stuff.
Lavik is riding that high.
Just ride it through, man. Ride it through.
So you guys go across
yeah,
to the mess hall. There's being so late, there's not a lot of people there. You manage, you get whatever you want, and there's
Mac and cheese.
There's mac and cheese, because it's getting towards lunch. So you guys get your food, and Deja, you don't have a hard time getting, food that's you'd be used to having at home because they're used to accommodating like elves. So
Oh, they would. Oh, Deja sort of eating. It's like he sort of smiles as he sort of does. Like, oh, it's been a while since I had food like this. Oh, it feels like home.
So,
happy.
you
Alright.
guys
Yeah.
have your breakfast. What would you like to do?
Asia wants to go find this Morgan fella. This Miss Morgan
Myth.
person who
Yeah.
a Morgan Mythlander. He wants to find her and
Them.
you know.
You can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll go with Dejor.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'll go to the I'll go to the thing.
Library?
Yeah.
Okay. You
The
go.
thing.
Yeah. So, who wants to go first?
They can.
Okay.
Okay.
We have no fucking idea where she could be or what she even looks like.
They. They. What are you going to do to try to find them?
Probably ask around. It's like,
Okay, make an.
Hey, you!
You see like a little under. Huh?
Where do we find? Who the fuck are we looking
Morgan Mythlander.
for? Morgan Mythlander. Where they at?
Professor Mithram?
Yeah.
Like points towards the towards the offices.
Thank you. And Deja sort of goes, and as they walk, Deja's gonna lean over to Sir Nazar and go, "Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
That really good tour of that sort of things."
No
Let's go.
problem. I'm a people person.
Hell yeah, you are.
Right. So it takes you a while because you just got the general idea of the offices, and you still have to talk to a few other people, and then you have to go find it, and you're not really, it's kind of like a labyrinth in here, carved out of the mountain. But you eventually come to where their office is.
Yeah.
Is like the door closed? If so, I will knock on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
You knock.
Hello? Is anyone there?
No response.
I will knock louder.
No response.
I'm gonna try and break into this room.
Okay. Is there a window in this door? Or...
No,
Okay,
it's
modern-
solid.
Modern solutions.
What are you saying, Nazarene?
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Okay.
Yeah, give me... What are you trying to do? Are you trying to, pick the
I'm
lock?
just trying to do the lock.
Jimmy the lock. Okay, give me... a dex check, because it's... Yeah. You don't have... Unless you have proficiency with thieves' tools.
I do. Oh, that's a 17.
Okay, do it at disadvantage, because you don't have thieves' tools on you.
Fuck.
Okay, so that's a 14.
Okay, you spend a few minutes out in the open
Just...
with a hairpin trying to undo this lock. And you eventually do it as an undergrad is coming to, you see some file system, and they put a bunch of parchment in a drop box.
Unbreaking eye contact.
What?
Hi.
What? What are you gonna do, punk?
The
Hello?
professor's teaching a lecture right now.
Oh, when will she be back?
We knew that. We're scholars. We knew that. We're scholars from afar.
Yeah, we're what you said.
Their office hours, and they point to this big piece of parchment on the door that has like written in
What
neat
is that?
script, like office hours,
Can we just wait here for the office?
Monday to
hours?
Friday.
What day is it currently? Fucking. Is it
Saturday, I'm
Monday?
cool with it.
It's Wednesday, except
Okay.
Fantasy Wednesday.
Okay. We have some options. You wanna wait
Okay,
here
I got
for
the door
them?
open, right? I got the door open, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Deja, how about we take a little look? We're not
How
going
you
to
doing?
look respectfully.
Okay. If it's very respectful, I can do that.
Me and Deja go away.
Okay. What are
Together
you?
we have an average intelligence.
I know. What are you looking for?
But as players,
We can just wait out here. It's like, no, we're going to get
What is that?
they broke into a professor's office for no apparent reason. For no apparent reason.
What are you? Okay.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Yep. What?
And you wonder why I call you the criminal gang.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna look respectfully.
What are you looking?
We're just gonna we're gonna look around, rifle through some papers.
Oh my god.
Respectfully rifle through the papers, right, Kennedy?
Respectfully, we're looking respectfully. We're not
Make-
gonna take anything.
An investigation check.
We're starting to see where the chaotic side of the three is.
Chaotic good, baby.
I told you Nazarene was chaotic good.
I don't know if this is good, though. I don't know if this is good. That's the problem I have a problem with.
Well, she's looking respectfully, hopefully.
She
Okay,
did
I'll do
very
12.
clearly.
12.
I'll hope. Okay.
Are you rolling? Yeah, roll advantage, Kennedy. Roll again.
Hell yeah, that's a 17.
So this is a much neater office than Professor Quillhammer's.
She's a spy. I've never once been in the professor's office. It's neat. She's a spy. Does the
There's
shit.
a like tapestry across, the thing depicting like some elvish folklore. There's the books on the shelves say like, things like creation stories. There's
Hold on.
botany books. There's, a couple of geology books. Several books that have, authored by Morgan Mithramer. That sort of.
Does one of them tell you that you're not supposed to turn wheat green?
You don't know. They're looking respectfully. They're not actually looking in the books.
Oh, okay.
Do I see any books about like shit beyond the wall?
No.
I'm the wrong professor. We can go there next. So, it's like, I don't think there's anything we can respectfully look at here. I think we should go outside and wait for the professor. I don't know how long that will be, but I think.
You know what, Deja? I think in this situation, you're right. I will put back anything that I have led, that I've like messed up.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we will.
As you're like
Respectfully leave the office.
as you're
respectfully.
closing the door, you're taking your hairpin out, and you're trying to figure out how to lock the door behind you.
Oh fuck.
You hear, can I help you?
I turn. Oh, are you Morgan Mythlandus?
Mithramer.
I mean, to be fair, you've changed it like twice now already.
Yeah, it's Mithramer.
Okay.
It's never been Mythlander.
I thought it was Mythlander to start off with too, so I can't actually break it this time.
Oh, hi, we're looking. I am looking to talk to you.
Good morning.
Oh,
Good morning.
Hi.
are you
morning.
disguised or are you?
I'm probably
Not
not. I'm saving it.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen much of you outside the continent. How are you? Hello.
I personally am good. I have a friend here. He's doing a sort of a. Have you heard of Osric? I don't know his last name.
They
Osric, like Prince.
they look very, very tired. Yes, I've heard of Ostric.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm friends with him.
Oh,
But I heard about you, and I was hoping you could sort of give me some insight on some things. 'Cause,
oh
you
yes. Come in. And they take out their key and they put their key in, but as they put their hand on the door, it opens. And they look.
We were
I'm
sorry.
breaking eye contact. Deja, shut up. We've done nothing. We were waiting for you after your. I'm breaking eye contact. We were waiting for you for your office hours, Professor. We are scholars from afar.
Right. I
Right.
have
She
never.
never-
Oh. Of course, yeah. Come in.
Chiro.
2.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Come in.
Okay, I go in.
The grad students sometimes pull pranks. I hope they haven't left anything in here.
Oh, no, I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. They sit
What all?
they sit behind their desk, which is instead of being like very sturdy and firm, is more like elegantly carved. Yes. How can I help you?
Dave's just first gonna go look at Nazarene and start debating for a second in his head. He's just gonna nod and go, so, have you heard? Okay, first things first. Sorry about that waiting and stuff. Have you heard? I've heard you go back to the continent once a year or whatever.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard anything really about, anything up north or whatnot?
I'm sorry. I go to the university. That's not up north. No, I spent some time with the Furbolgs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It's just,
recently, but when I was starting out my career.
yeah, there's something's happening up north, and I just sort of thought that maybe I'm trying to find out some things about the north area, and
Okay.
You know-
Anything I could, I just. What do you?
are you aware if there's any sort of like monsters or like organizations that might be nefarious up there or whatnot that might be targeting Fearwolves,
Well, they stand up and they pull a few books off the shelves and they put them down and start rifling through it. Yeah, well, I mean, and this is all myth and conjecture and stories that I've heard, but there is supposedly, I mean, I've never heard of it, but there are the giants that live in the mountains, but usually, from what I understand, you have a working relationship, unless that's
No, as far as
devolved.
I'm aware, that's still working well.
Well,
They're
yes.
very nice.
Yes, and then well, there is, again, this is stories and folk tales, but there is a grain of truth to these things. There is supposedly, and according to the creation stories that your culture tells, there is a portal to the Feywild. Oh,
Sorry, I cut out. What did you say?
There. Does your friend need some water? Yes. But if things are taking or attacking your people from the Feywild, that is not very. That's not good. No.
Yeah. There's been some fearable disappearances, and
Oh no.
so I want.
That
Yeah.
is that, and it's not. I mean, I wouldn't. It's not. It's not local. It's not some sort of
Would I know
internal.
if it's local or not?
From what you have gathered and what your elders of your tribe told you, it seems to be an external force, and it's when things go north. When your scouts or hunters go north into the tundra, sort of.
Oh, well, it's more of whenever our scouts go north to sort of, see for more hospitable land or food and whatnot.
One and they reach up and they grab a scroll and they unfurl it and lay a map of the continent out. Let me get. Do you guys? I mean, do I have that?
Give me pretty shiny map.
Have I given you guys that? Yeah. Okay. Copy. Okay, so I'm just putting it in mutes just because it's easier.
Alright.
Okay, well.
Kiwi?
Right. Yeah, no. And she they're more for Nazarenes. They're pointing out, they're like, oh yeah, these are this is the land, this flat land here, the mountains where the giants live, this is where the elves live, the lowlands. No, and in the tundra, you say, yeah. Now, I'd have to do some cross-referencing of different folk tales and creation stories. I'm not sure where the portal is said to be.
Well, fearbolgs have been sort of disappearing around from whenever we've been sending scouts around any sort of points to wherever they've been disappearing.
Right, no, yeah. And if you can see on the map, there are two houses that are like, there's like the dead trees. There are two houses. And like in between it, there's like a fancy looking tree. And it's like kind of like, going up in that area is where they've been disappearing. But it's kind of been in that dead scar tree area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been sort of disappearing around here. Do you? Because,
No, yeah, there and my colleagues in the university in the kingdoms have been hearing of some decay that's been happening in the north. Perhaps it's connected. I haven't. Obviously, your people are very insular, but
yeah.
I can request some scholars, or the kingdom send out some emissaries, perhaps, to offer help.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't know how many of us are still around. The elders told me that, for me to go off, so that way I don't die either. So.
That is troubling to hear. Yes, no, and they're pulling like scraps of paper. They've got a quill in hand, starting to write a missive in Elvish, and they roll it up. Make a perception check if you want to try to read it.
Yeah, I just want to take a. Probably, I just want to, probably, I think 12 plus 2, 14.
You can't make out everything, but you don't know who it's to. You get the gist. It's, Furbolg, Dwarven Guilds, and then you get disappearances, send, talk, help. Like, those are kind of like the things you pick up.
Yeah.
So.
It's just, it's been, how long has it been since I left? Like, a few months?
Yeah, it's been a few months now.
Yeah, it's only been a few months, so I would do what the elders, the spirit elder, sort of told me.
Right.
I still want the best for my people, so
No,
I want to get.
Of course. Is there a way that I can reach you if I get any information?
Well, do you have any sort of spell? I don't know much about magic. We're not really sort of that.
You're right. I have a few colleagues that could reach out to you. Yes, yeah.
The name's Dejor.
Dejor, of course. Thank you, Dejor.
Yeah.
No, yes.
So.
I will keep in touch, hopefully. But you know how mail can be.
Of course, I'll be on the road off and on.
Of course.
Help. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I may be out here and I'm learning things. I didn't realize, that the Sazukugan Empire sort of fell.
Oh,
So
yes. Well, that would make sense. Your people are fairly. In fact, I've never really seen one of your people outside the continent before.
Yeah, no. Anyway, the boat was scary.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting experience. I would not have chosen to do this, but I do what I'm learning.
Oh, of
it's
course.
Interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope
Oops, sorry.
the best of luck. I will let you know. Unfortunately, I do have a few meetings I have to run off to. She looks at Nazarene. They look at Nazarene.
Professor,
What?
quick question
Yeah.
before we go to Professor.
Yeah.
Professor.
Yes.
As a scholar from afar, have you heard of a race of snake people that lived beyond the wall, kind of fell asunder when the Empire fell? There's really not supposed to be any of them left, but they are evidently live on a fucking island, having a great time.
Just fucking partying their asses off, like, whoa, we lived!
Meanwhile, I'm up here fucking suffering every goddamn day of my life. Sorry, that was Kennedy the player coming
People
through.
call him fucking Dragonborn. God.
That was Kennedy the player, that last part, but...
Yes, as much as I would like to talk to another scholar, I am busy. However, the library is free to use to any scholars who wish.
Great. Well, yeah. Thank you again. And
Is that a no on the snake people question?
I do not specialize in the UNT nor the Sazukan Empire.
you want tea?
Will?
Yeah.
But you do know the name, Professor.
Yes.
Scholar for.
Yes.
She'll like sit me in the chair.
No, I think we are to go, but I can go with you to the library since you sort of helped me with this.
You're right, Dejor.
Yeah.
Let's go to the library. Let's read a fucking book.
Yeah.
It's gonna help, Professor.
Take a look.
Yep. Thank you for
Well,
not.
I was thinking more. Cole, I was thinking more.
It's the reading rainbow.
No, I was thinking more. Having fun
Isn't hard
Isn't
when you've
hard.
got a library
got-
card.
I think we're gonna leave.
Okay. As Dejor like gently takes Nazarene by the arm and runs her to the library, let's do a quick fade transition to Osric. Osric, what are you doing?
Which one?
Or rather, give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna put my people on hold and then I'll come right back, okay?
Well, backstory dump.
Where's my sponsor?
Yeah, we're not on mute, guys.
Oh. Well, I hope.
Anyone
I don't
have any
know.
instructions on this odd contraption?
What's
A
a book?
manual, if you would.
So, how do you fucking like open this? You know, it's a fucking like. Oh God, too many. What are these pages? What's a book?
Can someone read this to me?
I can't read I can read It's just it takes a bit for me to process the words.
Oh, so it's kind of like this in Sylvan. Deja, you speak Sylvan? I speak Sylvan, Elvish.
Elvish, common. A little
You're
bit
a
of giant.
polyglot? You're a polyglot?
I also speak a little bit of a druidic and a giant. A little bit though.
Oh, chicks just staring at Deja like.
I speak all the language, child. I know all.
It's only because the DM wouldn't let me take linguist. DM sucks.
DM does not suck.
DM does suck.
I support Ray as a DM. You're just a baby.
Okay, I'm back.
What?
Nazarene, you have a fan.
Ooh, I'm not on
Oh.
Bye, babe. Anyway,
Thank you. I'm choked to death on this goddamn McDonald's.
okay, Osric, in the time I was gone, did you choose what you were going to research first?
No, just pick a topic. Yeah, I want to research. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll research the I shall research the I shall research the Warmth Bringer, the Free Mover, the Unyielding One, and the Change Bringer.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
Lavik, hey, can you help me reach this
The
book up
stoner
here?
will assist him.
Yeah, Lavik, help me reach this book up here.
Wait, are Lavik and Zalia with you?
Of course they are.
Lavik
stoner
didn't
is in
say
the
where he was
library.
going. He was just seeing where people went.
Yeah,
Well,
Lavik's with me.
Awesome.
Lavik may be a walking fire hazard right now, but he's.
A dirty 20.
Okay, you spend about an hour looking and you're in the religion section. Don't find anything there. You spend another half hour in the section devoted just to the Elven kingdoms. Don't find anything.
Okay, by the way, if Audric realizes he's not going to find anything, he will cut his loss.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to spend the whole day. Okay.
It takes about an hour and a half for you to get there, but
Okay. That's
yeah.
fine. Okay, and then I'm just saying, at any point, if I roll bad enough and you think Audric has the insight to realize that he's not going to find anything, he wants to just cut his losses. Like, he's trying to do as much as humanly possible.
Right. Okay. So
Sorry.
you don't find anything in.
Okay. What else did I don't have that document. What else did I tell you I wanted to study?
Okay. You wanted to study.
Oh, Blanche. I want to study Blanche.
Okay. Make another investigation check.
Come on, Stoner.
Blah. Blanche.
24. Nat 20. Grab your hands, please.
Do you know the 24 was the DC I set for something? So,
Give me information.
you go to the Sazukon Empire. You know, it still takes you a bit, but you're gathering books, and you sit and read. And you're sitting and reading. And you want Sybil and Blanche.
Sybil and Blanche, yep.
Sybil was Blanche's wife. They, you know, Blanche was the descendant of the royal line. You're looking, you know, you find Sybil died of an unknown illness. And, you know, you keep going and you notice, like, death date and, you know, from what you notice that after her death is when the capital truly began to withdraw. Even though it was kind of happening before that as well, but not as severely. You find a picture and you cross-reference it to what you have on your letter. That is the seal of the royal family of Sazuko. And then, with your fucking 24.
See? Proficiency well spent. I will have a 20 by the end of all this in intelligence, even though it does me as a cleric absolutely no good.
You're finding these accounts that are like before the death date of Sybil, while missives and orders and military operations, while those were slowing down, calls to various groups of the capital of citizens within the empire, not within the republic, but within the empire, increased. And then, after the death, these calls were the only thing that left the capital.
So I want to make sure I understand this. Leading up to her death, the amount of stuff going out of the capital to, like, the military and stuff, like, started to die off. And then, but she was only talking to people. Blanche was only talking to people within the capital?
No, she was putting, from official reports, she was putting out calls to citizens in the empire, not the territory of the republic. That later became the republic. That she was putting out calls within the empire to have various groups come in and talk to her.
Anything about who these groups are?
It seems like various, like, human groups that seem to have been kind of surprised that they're here, because they don't seem to have anything, like, they didn't have any, their provinces didn't have any, like, military might that they might lend, or, you know, arcane or divine connections. They just seem to be outer skirts of the empire. These very random flyers, missives that have been sent out.
Do I have any like names of these groups or who they are? Or...
No.
So I just know that she was like contacting people within the Empire who seem to have no real purpose being contacted.
Yes.
More strings.
More strings.
Strings. Okay.
So
Sybil's
that's been about
Sybil's death date. How long roughly from Sybil's death date to like the fall of the Empire?
to the
Or the complete cutoff that I know of, where like
about
the,
it
the envoys couldn't even get through.
about a year.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Assassination? Maybe.
Lavic's like sitting there.
She's like.
Lavic. She was sick, I believe. From what I read in the letter that we found, she was sick.
Anyone could say someone's sick and they could die of unnatural causes. It's all up for those who published the book to dictate that.
But I've never... I wonder who these groups are. I have to find more about them at some point.
Well, I mean, if you're continuing to be around us, I'd imagine that it wouldn't be long until you met one of them. Cause they're one of the unsavory groups, like those bunches, right?
What do you mean?
Like, are they lawless or are they?
No, they were part of the Empire. It just seems like it's the more Osric you know, the poorer provinces of the Empire.
Yeah.
And she's sending missives for them to come to the capital?
Mm-hmm.
The plot thickens. I have a theory.
Okay.
Were they, were they telling the nobles of the province to come? Or were they telling, like, common folk to come?
It seemed to be like, putting out, asking the, like, leaders of said provinces to gather people that were interested in getting extra money to be sent to the capital.
Okay, that's cool. Do I have any more time today, or am I done for the day?
You've got like a half a day left, maybe.
Okay, I want to research the Dragonborn now. Specifically, Nazarene and the Dragonborn. Like, I want to view like Nazarene's Dragonborn people, because he wants to get to know his new friend, and he doesn't know much about the Dragonborn, so he wants to be able to impress her with his knowledge about Dragonborn culture.
Okay.
Yeah, this will not fire anyway.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. 22.
What the fuck?
Well,
Okay.
Well,
So you get the very basics. They're a nomadic clan that lives to the east of the Dwarven Guilds, but to the west of the massive desert that takes up majority of Circotian.
Sorry, you said west of the Dwarven Guild?
East.
East of the Dwarven Guild, sorry.
Symbiotic relation with dragons, good political relationship with the Dwarvish Guilds. The current leader of this is of last name Vardy. Vardy. And then, you see more like anthropological, sociological studies 2 ways to become a Dragonborn. Both of the Dragonborn's parents are Dragonborn. Or they go on once they reach emotional maturity, they go on what seems to be outlined as a spiritual quest, with a dragon that is assigned partner, gone for about a month, and they come back and the person has Dragonborn traits. And you see that, there are a couple of descriptions from field scholars who mention that occasionally, very rarely, this process can be corrupted and the person is no longer mentally stable. And then you also, the dragon that heads the relationship with humans and Dragonborns that forms the clan. It's not one with a divine spark. And what you gather this means from the writings and from what you know about the dragons that you worship is that this is a very new dragon, like millennia younger than the dragon that you worship.
So this is kind of like the dragon who's there with them.
The dragon that heads the dragon relationship.
Okay.
And then there are Wervins and Wormlings and...
Okay, I'm going to take note of all this so that I may talk to my new friend, Nazarene, about the cultures of her people and ask whether both her parents were Dragonborn or if she went on this quest.
Sweating.
Because Audric realizes that he knows much about Lavic's people and, elves, and he's learning more about Daedra and the Furbolgs, but he doesn't know anything about Dragonborn, and so he's very keen, and Lavic can probably see him, furiously taking notes and being, talking to, seeing ways he can talk to Nazarene in order to engage with her about her people.
Yeah.
Oh, the mortifying nature of being perceived.
Perceived, not even known. Right, so that takes up the rest of the day, and it's past dinner time at this point.
Is Lavic still hot?
I probably would have run out of to-go paper.
Yeah.
Okay. That was so much fun, wasn't it, Lavic?
Not as much when I'm not high.
Well, thank you. You were a great help. At first, I thought I wasn't gonna find anything about Nazarene's people. I was almost naturally got a 1. But then, you helped me, and I got a 22.
Let it be known that the DM did not give you advantage.
Lavic was helping me.
That doesn't mean shit. I didn't say anything.
Oh, fine. I got a 2. I know nothing about Nazarene.
No, that's not. No. I would have given you advantage.
Just let you know. At times, I've tried to, passing times in the past to, inquiry about her, because she is a curious person, but she's usually quick to deflect.
Audric kind of looks at him and is like, oh, I was just trying to learn more about her so I can talk to her more. I feel like we don't talk.
You can, like I said, you can try. It's no problem in doing that. It's just Nazarene, while being a very talkative person, can be quite closed at times.
At this, Audrey kind of perks back. I'll get her to open up. I did so much research. I know so much about her people now. It'll be great. Come on, let's go find them. Maybe they're at dinner.
Huh. Is this the still same the day that,
Yeah.
Okay. So...
What was that, Nazarene?
I was making sure it was the same day.
Yeah, it's the same day.
Wait, did you go to the library?
Do you want to go to the library now? Like, say
Yeah,
that
then we're
you-
gonna go to the library and, research shit.
Yep.
Great detectives.
Yeah, we're great detectives. We're we're bonded. We're brothers.
You fed
Not
the research
ingested.
facility.
Not Ingesta or Deja Nazarene, detectives at law.
Yeah.
What do you want to research?
I'm gonna research my people.
You're actual
Oh.
people.
Make an
Yes, man.
You know, I already did that for you, honey.
make an
Oh, we would have.
make an investigation
They're
check.
my spot
Dej-
and then throwing like TNT at my spot, and you have thrown TNT at my spot, Jared.
Dejor, are you helping?
Of course, I'm helping. And
Nazarene,
are we gonna see? Oh, sorry.
make an investigation check with advantage.
Oh yeah. 'cause
Are we
it's
gonna
really
see
good.
Osric there with no longer high Levic?
No, you're in a different section.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd just be an awkward sort of gaze of like, what the fuck?
Natural 20 plus 4.
So you got a 24. 24.
Yeah. She's like, I can't believe you've done this.
I think you're reading the wrong. I think this book might help more, Nazarene.
Can't believe you've done this.
More
So this takes you the rest of the afternoon. I'm putting that out there. It's going to take you to dinner to find this information.
That's fine.
But
yeah.
It's probably like one sentence, knowing Abby.
no, you come across anthropological papers on a UNT society in New Home, and it's they currently currently worship Coatl that will occasionally visit their island. And they have, this New Home has a good working relationship with the other cultures that...
Wait, what the fuck is Coatl?
It's a snake, winged snake people, I think? Snakes?
Yeah.
That fly?
Yeah.
Snake dog.
Yeah. They're on an island off the western coast of Yukuko, but they have a good relationship with the humans, orcs, and Goliaths that make the mainland their home. They're not hostile towards outsiders. And then you keep digging, because you're like, this isn't what I want to know. I want to know about my people. The UNT were of a province of the Sazukan Empire, a poorer province, and
I knew it.
writings start to say that they start with they're an outcast group of the empire. The province was colonized towards the beginning, but the humans that lived there in the beginning, the empire originally had a very laissez-faire attitude towards them, as the jungles they lived in wasn't rich in resources. It's at this, towards the fall of the empire, that the writings say that UNT stayed relatively stable with the fall, not being dependent upon the central part of the empire. But then the writings, you get across a variety of different accounts and arguments of various scholars. And you see that, the people of this province that were more loyal started to worship the god Mershulk rather than Seth. And these that followed Mershulk saw Seth as weak. Mershulk was much more demanding and cruel, and the sects that worshipped Mershulk were wiped out, because of the infighting that the gods bred. And then it says, nobody really knows more about this group of people from this province because, much like the rest of the empire, it didn't take very long for them to be taken out, or wiped out. Some theories that most of the people, given the disease that permeated across the wall, most historians theorize that the people that were still there, the Seth worshippers, moved from this section to New Home, but that's what you get.
Question.
Yes.
Since I'm helping Nazarene look for this shit,
Yeah.
What's that? It was just like, why are you looking into Yuan Ti?
Do you ask?
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Nazarene, is there any particular reason you're looking into Yuan Ti?
Nazarene is a little bit thrown off by the question because she underestimated Dishworth's ability to comprehend, to pick on to the theme that she's looking into the Yuan Ti. And she's like, what? And she, resets, and, I'm writing a song about snake people.
Can I
make a deception versus insight check?
I'm not gonna get this, but
My deception's +8, motherfucker. I predict your try.
I have a +2.
Roll.
I hope you roll. Oh shit. What'd you get?
I got a 19 +8.
I already got an 11.
You realize Kennedy is the Taliesin of this group?
Yeah.
Yes.
How does she roll so high all the goddamn time?
I see, only one she rolls poorly on, or ones that don't matter, con checks at the end of a night.
Eh. Cool.
She's so mysterious.
Yep, no. Yeah,
It's
your
my
friend's
Eldritch Power, you guys.
Yeah.
writing a song. That makes sense. Your friend's a bard.
Yeah. I don't know. I just never heard of these people before. They look interesting.
Yep, they're a pretty inconspicuous group.
Hey, now you got a fucking 727 on that. Oh, yeah.
It's quite inconspicuous.
That's why I'm writing a song about them, because they're just so mysterious and interesting. I think it's gonna be my masterpiece.
So fun.
So,
Nazarene, in all of these readings, that even though they're describing your people, they're not, giving anatomical descriptions of you or your parents or the people in the area you grew up in. It just
They don't
seems
say
like
snake people like this.
Yeah, it just while they talk about how the Yuan Ti living at New Home are seemingly they give they look like strange dragonborns, blah blah blah. They do the historical documents of the groups that lived during the time of the Empire just seems to be a province of humans in the Empire.
Not that Osric knows any of this, but can I ask a question?
You can ask your question.
Is it just saying they were humans in the Empire?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like the province of Yuan Ti.
Yeah, but the Yuan Ti are described as almost humans.
They're not giving a description of them in the Empire because it's understood that
people knew it.
is humans. The Empire is humans. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
And they came from the province of Yuan-Ti.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Not
That's
that
just- that-
Osric knows
that-
this.
No, that's just Majid's red string theory wall.
Oh, yes. Oh, well, they seem like an interesting group. But
You guys weren't supposed to roll that high.
Did you ever, do you think you'll ever meet one of them?
I mean, it says here that a lot of them are just chilling on this island despite a great calamity that destroyed a lot of the population, but yeah, I'd like to go there someday.
Oh, I could probably help you with that. You know, I'm really good with animals, and if they're like snake people, then I can sort of try and finesse my way. Through them. I don't know.
Call me an animal?
She doesn't know that.
This is the problem if you don't tell your friend shit. I'm not even correcting Dejur on this one.
Yeah, so,
Dinner.
what time is it? It must be really late.
It's late. You guys are, like, one of the only people in your section.
Ooh. Well,
We should go find the other.
we should respectably put everything back.
Yep. Wait,
And then we can
this book.
respectfully go. I think we should respectfully, like, search through some more things again like that, because I think that was fun.
Can I steal this book?
What? You want to
Can I steal this book?
steal a book from
Yeah.
a library?
How dare you? Osric Senpai is cringing.
From a library.
What?
From a place you can just take books from.
I don't leave here.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm so fucking good at that.
Yeah. So,
What do you get?
Oh, shit.
what was roll? Discord decided we dumb.
Oh, 15?
Right.
I hope someone sees her.
1.
Shut up.
3. Yeah, no. Even the eagle-eyed gnome that's sitting on 4 books, like stamping people out, staring at people as they walk by, doesn't see anything.
Yeah, Nazarene wouldn't
Are you
know
sneaking
that-
out
how
here?
library works. He would just take the fucking book.
Oh, we're kidnapped the book. Okay. Alright, let's respectfully take this book.
We're doing it respectfully, so it's fine.
You won't let
Yeah.
Osric drink. But you will let Nazarene break the law.
We're doing it respectfully.
We're doing it
No, it's
respectfully.
like, it's for knowledge.
You would only be so
So
respectful.
I'm stealing respectfully.
Lynn, cue the blinking gif.
1 second.
Zalia,
First,
what
plus, like,
have you
yeah.
been doing today?
That probably was like Levik and Osric
Okay.
helping them out, I guess.
Okay.
Uh,
So you guys
is
make...
it dinner time?
It is dinner time.
Okay. Is Nazarene here?
Yes.
Ooh.
Osric's gonna like wave across the cafeteria when they come in, like that kid who wants his new friends to sit with him.
Aww. Yeah. Shoot. Oh,
Huh.
I'm probably. How many people are in the cafeteria?
A lot. It's dinner
I'll
time.
disguise myself before I go in as a tall dwarf.
Well, as soon as he sees the tall dwarf will facepalm.
Look, I'm 4'7". I'm like, I look 4'7". Oh shit, my food will hover.
I will wave over to them. I will wave over to them, and I will
Yeah.
say, Nazarene, come sit next to me.
Asia, look, it's Osric and the others.
Yeah. Danger to excuse the floating food. He's gonna pull out his, he has a stick in his.
This is why Deja should have mage hand.
I don't have spells. I can't have cantrips. I'm gonna pull out my stick from my butt. My hair is gonna fall down, but like I'm gonna like with one hand, I'm gonna wave it around, so it's like a casting levitate or some mage hand shit. And you know, and I'm just gonna bring the dude over.
You've broken Abby.
I realized this is an awful idea.
Then you should have done it.
You're like the one dude who is like knows about Harry Potter and wanted to play D&D. It's like, yeah, wizards just wave wands around, right?
Oh, I didn't think about how this would look easy. I hope
Nobody
no
thinks
one
this is strange. They look at you, they're like, oh, okay.
Everyone just
Well,
looks
Dr.
fine.
Who-
We've seen the philosophy kids. Fine.
Right.
Okay, Nazarene.
Hey, Osric.
Oh shit.
Come sit next to me.
I sit next to Osric.
So Nazarene, I was doing research about you and your people because I realized I don't know a lot about you. And you see like about like 6 or 7 books he checked out properly, going to the old gnome and getting him to stamp it out, and like gave him a student ID and his library card and everything. And it's all books on Dragonborn. He goes, Nazarene, now were both your parents Dragonborn, or did you go on one of these, what do they call it here, a spirit quest with a dragon?
What? What's a dragonborn?
Can snakes sweat?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Snakes sweat.
Yes.
Go.
I don't
Osric
think they
sweat.
can. I mean, but you're Pearson. You can sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you go on the spirit quest, or did you do like something? And if you did go on the spirit quest, what's the spirit quest like? Like, is it like where the dragon helps you, or like whatever, and you come back all different? Like, how does this work?
My mom fucked a dragon. Fucked a dragon and I'm a dragonborn.
Osric knows this is a bit off because of his research. So can I insight check?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm carefully
Disadvantage
listening into
deception
this.
check, Nazarene. Disadvantage.
I will also
Straight for me, Abby.
insight.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just pull up my insight. Aha! I have found a way around all this. It's perfectly plausible in the game.
Oh, I hurt.
No, snakes cannot sweat, but you are a human as well, so.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
I really hope
she's
so.
sweat.
I
Kennedy,
hope
3, 2, 1, 24.
Fuck!
21.
Okay.
Can I?
So.
I rolled a
Good.
10.
Okay. What do they know?
You know that my mom fucked a dragon?
No, they don't. They know that she didn't.
They know that even though I've been calling myself a Dragonborn for the entire time that we've been together, I know actually fucking nothing about the Dragonborn people.
So Osric will kind of be like 10 minutes like rambling on and like trying to show his new friend like he cares. He's like that himbo who like has a new friend from someplace else and is like trying to show that he's like not a racist. And he did like all this research, spent like half a day researching his new friend Nazarene, and then like towards the end of this, he's like, Nazarene, you don't seem excited that I learned all this new stuff about you.
It's just I don't understand why you would go to the trouble of just
Because you're
doing
my
all this research. Don't you have to write a paper or something? You have to.
Because
Yeah,
you're my friend. No, you're my friend, Nazarene. I need to know about you and your people, because I learned about Deja, but I still don't know about you.
Wait, what? You learned about? Oh, huh?
Well, you told me about your people. I tried to find stuff here about your gods, but I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, we always talk about him a lot of word to my mouth, you know.
No, I'll try again later when I become smarter.
Oh dear. You're really smart, Isaac, but I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't find.
I mean, there's really not that much to know about Dragonborn. We're really not that interesting. You know, we live
But I have 6 or 7 books here that say otherwise.
Yeah,
where Dragonborn live. I lived in that place. And you know, my mom fucked a dragon, and no.
He's really going on with it.
Oh, well, that's super interesting. I didn't find anything about that. I'll do more research tomorrow. And Audric just kind of gives her, like, I know, but we're not talking about it here. Because I know you're uncomfortable.
Isaac, I think you should work on your thesis there. I appreciate you looking into my gods, because, you know, they appreciate the effort.
Well,
but...
no. To be fair, Deja, my looking into your gods is hoping to find some more information out about you and whatever. Also proves my point that this is information that they don't have. You know, because
Yeah?
I know how to research. It's like the one thing I know how to do. I suck at everything else, but I know how to do this.
I think you're good at casting spells.
Well, that's
What?
true.
You killed a squirrel really nicely.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
But so he's like turns to Deja. He's like, I'm gonna spend the next few days talking to you. We're gonna write everything down again, and I'm gonna present this, press the information I found on Sybil and Blanche, to the board.
Look, I'm going to be honest here. I don't know how I'm useful to your argument.
No, you don't understand. Theses can change, Deja, and we can do new topics. And I'm just supposed to bring in new knowledge to advance Wodengar College of Divine and Arcane Pursuits and the current store of knowledge they have here.
So,
Wait a minute.
Heavy breathing. Oh, there he is. It's all man Sam.
Is my dad in the picture?
Yeah.
I wish my dad would talk to me. Just kidding.
I wish I could talk to my dad. Just kidding.
Why do I?
You just go buy him some Coke. I'm sure he'd talk to you. Oh, are we?
Can we just be edgy? Can we just be edgy?
Never mind. I didn't say anything.
Twitch gets a little bit of some dark humor there. Don't mind Twitch.
A little bit of that Twitch humor.
Yeah. So he basically tells Deja,
We're back.
he basically told Deja. Audric basically said to Deja, like, I just have to bring new knowledge in. Your new knowledge, and you're proof that I've done research. So like, it's good enough.
I don't think that's how this works. I'm not a very scholarly person, but like...
No. You're my research. I'm the scholarly person. You're my subject.
I don't know how much I like being called your subject.
I don't mean that in a bad way, like anthropologically speaking.
I don't know what that means. That's a big word in common. I don't know.
Don't worry about it, Deja. You'll be fine. We just need to talk a bit, and I'm gonna give them information about your gods, not true gods, but like your gods. And then also toss in some stuff about Sybil and Blanche in this letter I found, and that should be enough to get them off my back.
Yeah,
Question mark?
Is sweating and looking at fucking Nazarene, seeing as she was there with the fucking when she learned about shit. It's like, yeah.
I don't remember if I'm misremembering this right.
Mm.
When we left the boat last session, didn't the other quote-unquote Dragonborn let something slip when she spoke out to us when we were leaving? Or was that specifically only to Naz when she was leaving the boat?
Someone refresh my memory because I have shit memory.
I also have shit memory. I think it was mainly
Because I feel like I remember Naz getting nervous about something. I just don't remember what it was when we left the boat.
I think it was just saying
Twitch.
come to new home.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
it was
yeah,
just like
let's come to new
Mm.
home.
it's just like that.
Come home, and the doctor was like, "Don't be afraid to like tell your friends who you really are." And I was like,
Oh yeah,
that's it.
right. Yeah,
Oh.
she
Shut
just
up.
let that drop.
"Shut up."
Yeah.
Shut up. Just
Okay.
shut up.
So I don't know what you want to do, but like, yeah, Aja could just spend the next little bit of time, a few
No.
days talking to Deja again, and like getting all the information.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Does anyone else want to do anything? Well,
Oh yeah, and also talk to Nazarene tonight.
Uh-oh.
what was that? What Nazarene would you say?
I was gonna say talk to Osric. He already said he was gonna talk to me, so I guess I don't have to.
Okay.
She seems so happy about that.
It's after dinner. You guys have gone up to your rooms that you're staying in. It's gonna be another
Enjoy.
two silver
the hour has
pieces.
passed. The hour has passed. I just dropped my fucking. That was awful.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to quickly talk to Nazarene. He's gonna pop into Nazarene, and he's gonna say, "Hey, Nazarene, you got a moment?"
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, and I'm not gonna bother you too much, but, you can always tell us anything, right?
Yeah. I sort of.
No.
I never really thought that anyone would ever really catch on, but now that I actually think about it critically, I'm surprised everyone hasn't caught on sooner.
He'll just hold up his hand and be like, "Well, just know that we're here for you the same way you were there for Abandoned Creek." And he leaves it at that and closes the door. He goes like, "I know sometimes it can be hard to trust other people. I, of all people, will understand that. But, there was a wise person on the boat, I don't know who, named Z, that gave me a bit of advice. And I think that it's good advice to take, though I will not take it." So he hands her the letter and goes, This is my advice to you."
I will read the letter.
It's basically from, if I remember correctly, it's from Zalia, basically saying like, you can talk to people,
Yeah.
It's basically like you can talk to people. I don't know who this Z is, but wherever they are a wise person,
Oh my
much
god.
wiser than my 20.
Talia sneezes. I feel like some.
Osric,
Actually,
wait.
you know what? I feel like Zali and Nazarene would like be sleeping in the same room.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So just be
Yeah, okay.
squinting
She-
Right
she's
there,
like,
it's alright.
and
It's alright.
face palming.
Osric, wait, goddamn.
So I just looks at Nazarene and goes, "Should I tell?"
You
he
ever
just
heard
gonna
of a race of people called the Yuan-Ti?
DM.
That was the province that people were.
Yeah, so I know the Empire stuff about it.
Yeah.
Okay. People? Like, do you mean the people from the province and the Empire before it fell?
Yeah, they weren't just like people though. They were. And she like gestures towards herself, like me.
Oh,
My mom didn't fuck a dragon, Osric.
really? Oh.
Well, she didn't. I'm.
Sad monster fucker vibes.
If only. I still like to use these books. I stole this book. I've been trying to find information about my people, so I stole this book from from the library, and yeah, I'm Yuan-Ti. We're like descended from snakes. My parents told me we used to they worship, Mershulk, and that was like a really like heavy vibe all the time. And then we all got on a boat, and the boat sank, and I was picked up by Earth, Wind, and Shire. And the closest thing I have to a dad was this dragonborn named Ronak, and he told me that it was dangerous if people knew what I was. So I've just been lying and saying I'm a dragonborn because we conveniently look pretty similar, but I now see the error in my way of doing absolutely no fucking research about fucking dragonborn. God damn it.
That's where she sees the error in the way, and Aja kind of looks at it and goes, yeah, if you're gonna choose to impersonate an entire race of people, like, no offense, you probably should do a bit more research before you do that, because that was like half a day.
Dragonborn appropriation.
Sounds like something a person with dreadlocks would do.
but I don't know why your dad told you that, but I don't know much about your people, but I really, and he says these exact words, could really give a fuck less.
Yeah.
You're not there, Jay Shore.
You're great, Nazarene, and you've helped me out a lot, and you've always been there for me. So, Dragonborn, Yuan-Ti, whatever. If you need help ever researching anything, though, I will say one thing, Nazarene. He just kind of like looks at her, like puts a hand on her shoulder, and goes, "I'm very disappointed that you would steal from a library.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, damn it.
You really should return that, and they'll give it to you."
Libraries work. This is the first library I've ever seen. I don't know if fucking libraries work.
He goes like,
book, so I was like, "Yo, I'll take this fucking book."
To be fair, there are like,
yeah.
and you would have seen them, Nazarene. Like, there are ships that go around. Well, there's one famous ship that goes around that's like a traveling library, but it's like because it's a
You
ship.
like to take our fucking library boats?
There's one that's affiliated with Safeport, and it's like they give you a book and then you give them a book, so it's kind of, or if you don't have a book, you can just take a book. So it's kind of like you just take the book.
No, Audra kind of like pats on the shoulder again, goes like, "We'll take you to mall to get a library card. It's so much fun, and you can just pull all the books you want, and then you can just keep them, and then you bring them back when you're done. You can get more books. It's like the greatest. It's like better than money, Nazarene."
Nazarene is just slowly laying down, like.
Audra is full on nerding out over a library card.
So he has to pass out. Not here, the library.
Well, Nazarene, I won't tell anyone else, but I think you probably could tell Lavik and Zalia. I'm sure she's been asleep this whole time and doesn't know anything you just said.
Nah.
No, I'm still awake.
Now you fucking know. Now you know. I'm a snake person.
That's fine. I wasn't gonna ask you if you weren't uncomfortable with it. Anyways.
Wait, am I the asshole because I asked?
No, you're not. I wouldn't say you're an asshole. I mean, you were just trying to be respective of my culture, the culture that you thought I had, and in doing all this research, you really just ejected me out of the closet. But it's okay.
You should. He turns back to Nazarene and goes like, "You should be proud. Be out of the closet. You don't need to be in the closet. Be out and proud."
I get it.
Well, at least now you know if you want to impersonate Dragonborn to everyone else what you should be doing.
That is true.
Audra, just one more question. You're telling me that Dragonborns don't fuck dragons?
No, apparently it's either two Dragonborn parents or they go on like a spirit quest. I think they take some of that stuff that Lavik was smoking yesterday, and they just like go out into the wild with a dragon, and then come back with like dragon stuff.
I don't know. That's pretty vague. I feel like there's room for dragon fucking in there.
Oh no.
Maybe. Well, how did the parents become Dragonborns? And technically, if a Dragonborn fucks a Dragonborn, they're technically fucking a dragon.
Two halves
I knew
become
there
a
was a
whole.
reason I liked you, Osric.
Audra kind of gives Nazareno his books. It's like, so you can study and so you can pass off more effectively.
Thanks.
And don't worry, I won't tell Dejua.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then
Anyways, go to sleep already.
Fuck your sleep.
Also, do you think the Z could possibly be Zalia?
Aw.
No shit, it's me, you dumbass.
Oh, Zalia, you're still awake.
Yeah. I've been talking this whole time. It takes a second for me to
The
fall
walls are
asleep.
thin.
Not even the wall. She's right next.
Person.
She's right next to them.
Oh, that's what that bump I was sitting on was?
Wait, who's talking? What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. And and then I'll just spend the next few days talking to Dejua.
Oh no, what fucking
Okay.
questions were you asking?
Nothing. I'm just, instead of a training montage, it's a study montage. It's like a
no.
training montage, but cooler.
Is there anything anyone else wants to do?
No.
Keep in mind, you are at a library. If there are any languages you want to learn, you could start the process now. If there's a skill or a tool you want to learn, you could start the process now.
What? You never told us this. Fuck studying. I want to go on a new skill.
No!
Listen. Listen.
No.
Fine.
We can do it afterwards.
But,
Listen, what's... Sorry for asking.
what?
You said skill in what sense?
As in, like, skill proficiencies. As in, you can become proficient in a skill. It takes, according to Xanathar's Guide to Everything, it takes money and time. But you can begin.
Could I get proficiency in sleight of hand?
Yeah. Yeah, you can start doing that.
Yes.
Passively, once in a while, just try to steal from Dejua.
Yeah,
That's not a hard task.
exactly.
Dejua's wisdom's like 5.
I
I
think
have
I
a
know.
15 wisdom. Thank you very much.
I think I know what I'm gonna do
Okay.
Correct
for
it.
mine.
So you want sleight of hand. So
Yes.
for your training costs 25 gold per work week. So
Hmm.
and it takes 10 weeks. But you have downtime this week technically. You can start the process.
So 1 out of 10.
Yes.
Sure.
Keep track of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that that's a lot of money for a skill. I'm a benevolent.
Not really.
No?
250 gold?
Yeah.
Nah, that's fine.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, we're gonna say that the gold you're
The point
spending,
is it's supposed to take a little while.
the gold you're spending, Zalia, is you know, playing poker or darts. Like you're spending money to try to practice sleight of hand at cheating people. Basically. Lavik, did you say there was something you want? Oh, and then roll a d20, Zalia, and then Lavik, what'd you want to do?
This will just be like passing off throughout the week, and this will lead into something in the future that I'll probably end up doing. I'll get in contact with Zalia, and in passing time, he will ask her to write in Thieves' Cant.
Okay, so you want to try to learn Thieves' Cant?
Not just that. This is for something in the future.
Okay. What do you want to do? Besides, so writing in Thieves'
He's
Cant.
asking to learn Thieves' Cant for the future.
Okay,
Multi-class into Rogue.
okay.
Ooh, oh my.
So you're gonna
Oh, you
multi.
do.
So are you gonna multi-class into Rogue eventually? Is that what?
that's what my next level will be.
Okay, so then we're gonna say this is just a role play thing and not an actual
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, Zalia starts teaching you. Well,
These can't what?
unless she doesn't want to, but Zalia, are you okay with that?
Should be fine with that.
Okay. Zalia, what'd you get on your D20 roll?
A 2. Screwed my metal dice.
Roll a D6.
Oh, you're rolling for that chart. I see.
A 5.
So, you're at the tavern, and eventually one of the people you're playing with gets wise to what's happening, and they corner you at the tavern at one point, and, they take some of your money, and this counts to your 25 gold that you lose. But then they go, all right, you want to learn how to get sticky fingers?
Sticky fingers.
I'll
Sure.
teach you how to get sticky fingers. And
Got it. That'll help.
just starts, hiding your shit on them, trying to make you get your shit off of them. Not giving you a moment's rest that you're in the tavern. It's
Right.
a little exhausting. But yeah.
And something?
At least it's not in that one.
Well, it was a 10% failure chance, so
Can I
go.
do something quickly?
What do you want to do, Dejor?
I want to try and get proficiency in perception.
Okay. Well, it costs 25 gold for this week. So make sure you guys are noting these off. How do you guys have this much money? I don't remember
I
giving
still
you this
like
much
have-
money.
I have nothing. If it makes you feel better.
I was hoping you would all have 10 gold each-ish. But, roll a d20.
Alright. 4!
Okay. So, yep, you're people watching, basically. You're making note of everything that's happening as you go around. You're, while you're sitting talking to Osdric, you're trying to keep an eye out around you and making sure you're not, getting too distracted by everything that's happening. So, yeah, you're doing fairly well. Okay. How's everyone doing? Do we want to
Alright, we're good.
end the session here, or do you want to
Yeah, because we just have to do the actual.
the dissertation defense?
Yeah, I'd rather do that next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll end it here. Thank you, Twitch, for watching. If you want to
Thank you.
catch up on other episodes, you can check out my YouTube channel. There's a link down below. Thank you, Sophie, and bye, babe. Bye.